Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Manic Misfit here, and if this is your first time joining me, welcome, and we all welcome you. I appreciate you coming here. Hopefully you get some use out of this. Hopefully you find answers, or this gives you the courage to take that leap of faith and get help for whatever you're dealing with. This week, stereotypes. It doesn't matter what's your background. It doesn't matter what your parents do for a living. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. Addiction does not discriminate, and it can and will get you. Everything in moderation. It's a phrase for a reason. I grew up in a very loving household with very loving parents and a large family that we spent a lot of time together. Doesn't matter if you knew that it was bad and you still did it anyway. Point is, you did it. Usually, when you find out you're an addict, you're already too far gone, and that's when the shame sets in. You don't realize it until it's too late, until you're over serious addiction. Usually you find out when you're broke. You find out when you're getting eviction notices, shut-offs, anything like that that is going to suffer because you don't pay your bills or take care of the things you need to throughout life. Please don't make assumptions. It doesn't matter. A doctor can be an addict. A homeless person can be an addict. A deacon, a minister, the family of a deacon or a minister, doesn't matter. Doesn't discriminate. It'll get whatever it wants to get. But if you do want help and you have come to that realization, but you're too ashamed to go to anybody because the same old phrase, I should be able to handle this on my own. Well, if you could, you probably wouldn't be getting eviction notices, pawning stuff, stealing, or whatever you do to get high. That's why I started this. Too many people realize when it's too late that they're an addict. And whether it be personal reasons that you feel like you should carry yourself a different way, or expectations that you're trying to live up to that are a standard higher than you can reach. Nobody can be perfect. And if you're trying, you're going to suffer. But please, don't pass judgment on somebody that you do not know. If you have not lived their life, if you have not experienced life through their eyes and their thought process and the way they feel things should be done, then you have no business making assumptions or telling people how you feel if it's rude. We don't like being shamed any more than anybody else. We try and avoid it at all costs. That's why we hide. It doesn't matter if you have kids. It doesn't matter if you take care of elderly family members. It's going to get you. Obviously, the best thing to do is to abstain from any drugs or alcohol if you are a person that has a addictive character. If you're one of those people that just can't control themselves. Apparently I was one of them. I found out too late. And the other question that I wanted to touch on kind of follows in with that stereotype. Where do you find the will to pull yourself out of addiction? Well, They always say you gotta hit rock bottom and everybody's rock bottom is different. That is the case. That is exactly what it is. You can't make anybody quit. You can't give this big old long speech and hope it's going to wake somebody up automatically. If they're not ready, they're not ready. Me personally, I fought and fought. I relapsed over and over again. I overdosed again and again. It doesn't matter. That person has to decide that they want the help. So, with that being said, don't shame them. You don't have to like what an addict does. Addicts don't like what addicts do. Nobody wants to live a life with such a lack of morals, because most of us know that we weren't brought up that way. Best thing to do, love your family member or friend from afar if you have to. Don't enable them, and they're going to guilt you very, very badly. They will throw anything at you that they can to guilt you into money. But you know what? They're always going to find a way to get something. And they can use that exact same drive when they hit bottom to go to rehab and rebuild. There are local resources pretty much anywhere you go. You just have to look. And that's where the family members can come in. If you know that somebody is really close to wanting help, they keep trying but they keep failing, then research. Find other courses of action. Because I guarantee in the long run, they will thank you for it. Beyond that, once your body is starting to come out of that cloud and starting to recover from the damage that you've done, therapy is needed. You can't just rid the body's system of drugs and say, whoop, all better. Because if that were to be true, then we would all just do it. And you can't tell somebody, well, you started, you can stop. Really? You really think, oh, okay, you said stop. See, I didn't understand. I thought you meant stop, not stop. Doesn't matter. It makes somebody feel dumb, inferior, weak. That's not what is helpful when you're trying to get clean. So do your best to love from afar if you have to. But give that person a chance when they finally realize that they need help and they want the help and they start to take things seriously, because they have to make amends with you and everybody else in their life. And if you can at least hear them out, then stay away from them. Allow them to make amends with everybody else. But everybody deserves that second chance at life. This is my second chance at life, and this is what I'm doing to try and help pay it forward for the people that gave me the chance to rebuild trust, a chance to see who I am as a sober, living addict in recovery. Please, just don't lose hope. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'd appreciate it, and I'd love to answer any questions that you may have. And with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. You guys have a great week. Bye now.